Yo, I had to make a part 2 about Jordan's competition so I could respond to some of these jokers in the comments on my last post. Today's NBA players are way more talented than what Jordan had to go up against. However, they're way more talented, but this era is way less competitive and way less physical. These dudes is, oh, I got load management, my ankle hurt, 4 to 6 weeks, they out. When Kobe Bryant played the NBA Finals with a fractured finger on his shooting hand and won, all right? These dudes are sitting out for bullshit. Michael Jordan played 82 games 9 times, all right? These guys want to go to the most stacked teams. Yes, you need help. You need 2 superstar players and a bunch of good role players, defenders, and a good coach to win a championship. The only 2 teams really in NBA history, I don't know about the 60s, I ain't worried about that. The teams that we know about that won with 1 star or like just a few role players is Dirk's Dallas team and the 04 Pistons. All right? Every other team had 2 superstars or now 3 and a bunch of role players. So stop saying, oh, he didn't beat Magic and Bird in them times. Because he didn't have Scottie Pippen until, 87, 88? He got in the league at 84. How is he going to beat them teams by himself? And he didn't have Phil Jackson. Stop it. Make it make sense. He's going up against Laker teams with Kareem and Magic, James Worthy, Michael Cooper, Byron Scott. Then you got the Celtics, Bird, McHale, Parrish, Dennis Johnson. He was going up against stacked teams. So what are y'all talking about? I never said that his competition was better. And you can't call them guys trash that was averaging 20-something points in that era. Today they might average more with all of these bullshit foul calls. Oh, he's breathing on me. He touched me on foul. This game is soft. They took away hand checking and arm checking because they wanted players to develop more of a mid-range shot. And that's great. But now it takes away it's less drive to the rim because they call them BS fouls. It's a contact sport. It's the same way they watered down the NFL. You can't even touch the quarterback no more. Y'all not telling me that physicality is not an important part of the game. It makes it way harder for you to play. And back in that time, the court was more crowded because they took less threes. They only took threes when they wanted to get back into the game. They had 3-point specialists. Everybody else was taking it to the rack against 7-footers, big dudes. Michael Jordan revolutionized the game at his size. When he came in, it was all about the 7-footers and dudes that was 6'9", 6'10". He was 6'6", 6'5". And he revolutionized that game. A lot of y'all favorite players is Michael Jordan. Stop it. Some dude in the comments said, oh, they're going to forget about him in a couple years. Never. I'm still waiting for an NBA player to win MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, and the scoring title all in the same season. Some dudes said that don't matter. So why is the scoring title an award then, bro? Make it make sense. Shut up. Y'all saying stupid shit. Them dudes would average more points today. Back in the 90s, teams averaged 101 points. Today, they're averaging 114. That's not a big gap. The game was slower back then, so it's going to be less points. In the early 2000s, teams was only scoring 97 points. The game got even slower. Y'all got to stop, man. Oh, LeBron, y'all criticize LeBron when he needed help. LeBron went and he went to somebody else's team to play with 2 superstar players. All right, that was still in their prime. They were all in his draft class, top 5 picks. He always won with somebody that was like a top 3 pick or a top 5 pick. Look, AD, Kevin Love, Kyrie. The Bulls went to the draft, all right? And then they signed Dennis Rodman later on. Michael Jordan had to guard, and then now y'all talking about he didn't guard nobody. He locked up the top point guards at those times. Kevin Johnson, Rod Strickland, Gary Payton. If you saying that these guys are scrubs, you don't know basketball. And you can't take away how people played in that era. The game evolves. Fine, that's cool. But you can't take away all them guys was trash. How? He had to guard Magic Johnson in the finals to win his first championship. Pippen guarded him in in game 2 and 5. And the rest of the games, Mike guarded him. Oh, Magic he guarded him in 91 and then he beat him in 91. Magic Johnson had only been in the NBA for like 10 seasons at that point. He retired because he had HIV. And then he went and balled out on the dream team and helped them win a gold medal. The next year in '92, he was still balling. What are y'all talking about? Y'all gotta stop discrediting a whole era because this one is the one that y'all are watching. They would never forget Michael Jordan. Kobe's whole game came because he wanted to be like Mike. Iverson even said that. Your man LeBron wore 23 because of Jordan. Stop. We not doing this. I don't understand what y'all can't call them dudes trash. Dudes that's high on an all-time list. Hakeem Olajuwon is #1 in blocks all time. John Stockton, how many championships is great players today stopping other legendary players from winning championships? It's not happening. Legendary players like Karl Malone, Stockton, Patrick Ewing, Reggie Miller, them dudes got stopped by Jordan. I seen somebody talking about Klay Thompson over Reggie Miller. First of all, he needs to hit 353 more threes to catch Reggie Miller. And Klay Thompson never led his team to the finals. He was never the best player on the team. Love him. Great shooter. But he's not better than Reggie Miller. Are you dumb? Like, Gary Payton averaged 3 steals one year. He was one of the first guards to win Defensive Player of the Year. After point guards, I should say. Y'all got to cut it out, bro. Y'all got to watch the game for real and stop talking this nonsense. Oh, them dudes was bums. How? Because they not averaging 30? How many players be averaging 30 for real? Man, I don't know, man. Y'all dudes is crazy, man. Y'all dudes is crazy. He had to guard Terry Porter, Clyde Drexler. These dudes was scoring 20-something points. If you scored 20-something points today, that's a big deal. This is the NBA. Y'all delusional. I'm out, man.